Hello, my loves. Welcome to today's reading. So today's reading is all about your married life, your marriage, your partner, how they look like, mainly about how they look like, actually. So we're going to have a look at their personality, their looks, their job, the career, their goals, their financial well-being, all of that good stuff, and also with some zodiac signs on top. Exciting, right? Yoo-hoo! Okay, hope you're excited as well. The readings came really diverse. So yeah, if you're new to this channel or to this concept, the way it works is that you have a couple of piles to choose from, and then just take a minute, a second, how much time you need, and try to feel which pile draws your attention the most. Once you're done choosing your pile, you can scroll down to the comment section below or to the description box, and you can click the timestamp that corresponds to your specific pile that you chose. By clicking that, you're going to be watching all about your marriage partner of the specific pile that you chose. Yay! That being said, let's go introduce the piles. So we have pile number 1 with the amethyst. We have pile number 2 with rose quartz. We have pile number 3 with the ocean jasper, which looks like a dragon egg. It does actually look like a dragon egg a little bit. And we have pile number 4 with opalite. So whichever pile calls your attention, there is no need to rush. You can pause the video if you like to. And I'm going to go ahead and start with pile number 1. Hello, group number 1. If you chose this beautiful amethyst crystal here, then this is your reading about your marriage, about who you're going to get married to. We're going to have a look at their personality, at their looks, personality, and at their job. Also at the relationship, how is it going to progress? How is it going to, how does the married life is going to be like? And then we're going to finish it up with whatever else we can see. I will try to see dates, but dates are quite tricky in general reading. So if I see them, I try my best to tell them. Also, we're going to look at star signs and stuff like that as well. All right, without further ado, let's hop in, and I'm shuffling today. So I'm going to shuffle this beautiful, look at this beautiful deck. This beautiful tarot deck. Ethereal Visions? Yeah, Ethereal Visions. It's the new deck that I got. Yoo-hoo! Alright, off point. Let's get started. So, pile number 1. Person that got married looks. Actually, no. The Sun! Oh, that's for the looks? That is such a great card to get out of this deck. Okay, all right, so I got the Sun for the looks. Then let's get you a card for their personality. So what's the personality of the person who pile number 1 is going to get married to? Oh, this one. 8 of Swords, peculiar. Now that's a really good contrast here, but we're going to get to it in a bit. Okay, and what do they do for profession? Ooh. The Wheel of Fortune, huh? Now this can indicate that they could be self-employed, just relying on a couple of projects dropping by to them. Oh my god, look at these cards, they're so pretty. I just want to show them, and look at them. Anyways, like a little happiness for the tarot readers. Okay, so what can you see from this so far? With the Sun card, it makes me think that this person is quite, it could be hot-tempered. Not even hot-tempered, I kind of get this feeling with this card here, that there could be somebody from a south country, or they could have those south looks, at least, about them. Like darker skin, darker tones in terms like darker hair, darker eyes, and stuff like that. With the 8 of Swords in terms of their personality, how they could be is that, basically, with the 8 of Swords, I do feel like they're not that easy to get close to. Now, I don't feel particularly that it's a bad thing, but I do feel like they're not that easy to get close to. Or they might come off as very reserved at first. Also, their social circles might not be that wide. I mean, who's this? I know it's the lockdowns and stuff everywhere with the COVID situation. It's not surprising, but it does feel to me like they're a little bit on the reserved side. Not in a negative way, but it's just how kind of it feels like. With the Wheel of Fortune in terms of the career now. The career, as I said before, it feels like they're doing a couple of things at the same time. Perhaps they run a couple of projects. I do feel like they have their own individuality in that workplace. So they do have their own space. I think they do work individually, and at least in some of the projects that they run, if they run a couple of them. They could be a freelancer. They could be somebody who depends on, basically whose income depends on the lucky changes and twists and the people who are kind of getting, like, to the clients, basically. If they have clients, they have income. So that's what makes me think that they have direct influence on their income, basically, like freelancers or business owners or entrepreneurs do. Okay, I do think that I want to get you a couple more oracle cards to go. I'm just looking at all this. You should have seen how it looks like right now. There's like a bunch of oracle cards here. I'm just like looking like a little kid in the playground. Which should I get you? Okay, you know what? Let's get you for 4. I'll go from the end to the beginning. So we're gonna get you one card for what they do for profession with these beautiful Sacred Destiny cards. So what do they do for profession? Okay, this one just calls out to me. Pleasure. So they really do like what they're doing. I did feel also this optimistic atmosphere. They do like what they're doing in their career. And I do feel like they're still quite independent. I'm looking at this gateway here. It feels like they're also ambitious. That one makes me think, this picture makes me think. They're quite ambitious. They really are enjoying the career. They like what they're doing. And I do get, again, the feeling that they're doing a lot of things at the same time. Maybe for some of you, for others, it still could be a freelancer or some sort of independent work, but they really do enjoy doing it. I'll get you another card for this one, and I'll get you the energy oracle cards, which I also use quite often in my readings, if you have seen. So, what do they do for career? Oh, the temple path. It kind of makes me, like, if you look at the imagery, I'll just bring it up a little bit closer so you can look at it. They look kind of similar, right? Like, you have the pleasure here and you have the temple path. So they kind of like have this area to go somewhere, like to head towards somewhere. The temple path, whatever it comes into my readings, it makes me think about the fact that this job, since we're talking about job, they use their intuition quite a bit. So I do feel like the lucky changes are a big thing. So they follow their intuition a lot. They have to sometimes work on the blind. So yeah, this career requires them to just, like step in, and there's a couple of risks here because they're not exactly sure where they're heading towards to at sometimes, but it's just like they're just heading ahead. They're just going ahead, like in this way here. So definitely the freelance, the entrepreneur, some sort of like independent vibes are really strong here. And their income depends from their from how many clients they have, basically. Let me get you actually one more Sacred Destiny oracle card. Maybe you can see a little bit, or actually, you know what? I'm gonna get you a different one. Oh my god, I feel like a kid in the playground. just bear with me. I'll get you one of those cards. Now let me have a look how they're called. Mystical Keeper, if you're interested. They're super tiny. They're the tiniest deck that I have. Anyways, they're also new. So let's see what they do for career. There are a couple of cards here that could actually tell us whether they're successful in the career, if they're good or not. Okay, main person. Okay, look at this. Main person, do you see that? That makes me think that yes, they're self-employed. Most likely they're self-employed. This could also indicate this detachment sometimes from the communication of a sort. But yeah, also on the back of the deck we have the little child, and on the top we have the great happiness. So they're really happy about doing this. And the little child, like they feel like I feel right now, like they're in their own playground, basically. So yeah, that's what they do for career. Something independent. I do feel like they're quite successful, by the way, in it, because if you're liking what you're doing and they're putting a lot of effort, they're quite ambitious, as I told you, I feel like they're quite successful in this career. Okay, career aside, let's hope to their personality. Yeah, I'm going from the end. Don't ask me why, I just felt like it. So, personality. Let's get you the Goddess Power Oracle cards and see a little bit about their personality. So yes, it can be a little bit reserved, maybe, but maybe there's more to it. Salvation, but they're quite a nice person. I feel like they're really warm and really cozy person. And also, if you look at the back of the deck, you have the Mastery and the Home. If their job is self-employed and they do their own thing, that could be, as I said before, that they sit at at their houses, their homes quite a bit. So that's maybe what they feel a bit detached of a sort. They could be, you know what? They could be a creative person too. They could be a creative person. For some of you, that won't resonate, of course, for everyone. But the Salvation card makes me think that they're really optimistic. They really have a great world there to offer. There's this warmth. There's this, like, you will feel very good about like being with them. They feel like the Salvation card here, like full of colors, bright, amazing. I mean, they come with the Sun card in terms of look, so we'll get to that in a second. Personality. What else should I get you as a card? I'll get you the Oracle of Mystical Moments. I don't use it that often. We'll just get you that. Or actually, yeah, I'll get you that. Okay, let's shuffle it. Oops. Okay, two painting. That was my mistake. So their personality. Just this one right away. Red Garden. So this card talks about happiness, gratitude, pleasure. So again, the pleasure, the salvation, they all kind of interlink. So yes, even their job interlinks so well with the personality. I do think that what they're doing for profession is very much self-reliant, as we see it here with the main person. Okay, the Red Garden makes me think that they're really optimistic, very the kind of like the Salvation card really makes me feel those vibes. Like the Red Garden, like they're happy, they have their own outlook on the world even. I do feel like they view the world through their own basically rosy glasses of a sort. They're very much of a realist. I mean, like they're not like drifting in clouds, and that's what I'm trying to say. But I do feel like they're having this, I feel like they're a very warm person. They have their own entire world inside. As I said before with the Salvation card, that's how it feels like. They have the entire world in there. So they're a really exciting person. They're an extremely exciting person, I can tell you that. Now, what else should we get you for the personality? Interesting. I don't even have the main personality cards. But you know what? I'll just get you the mystical, not the mystical keeper cards here again. Their personality. Let's see, what else can we see about their personality? This one just calls out to me. Marriage card. Okay, so they do consider they do consider marriage. They do consider marriage here. I do feel like they deal with people, even though they come as a reserve, they do deal with people, because I do keep noticing the number 3 here. We had number 3 here, number 3 here. But in terms of the personality, even look at this card, I'm having this idea of that this could be you, basically, you know? Whether you relate with this or this person, it just feels like they're kind of cozy in their atmosphere. It could be even them, like, it doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man, it's a genderless reading, but I'm just saying that this person could be them. Like, you know, they have like this entire world, their creativity. For others, it could be also this person. But anyways, the point I'm trying to bring here is that they really enjoy, like, I think like you will enjoy your time together a lot. Like, it's gonna be the salvation. There's like new perspectives. You will have like a completely interesting viewpoint on the world, basically, with them. And I do feel like they will be really thrilled to spend time at home with you a lot, since they'll also have like a lot of their own schedule managed. So they're going to be available quite often to spend time at home. So I do feel like this card could represent kind of like your situation. Like, you just find pleasure of being together, whether this is the person or this is the person, whichever the situation applies in your case. It just feels like together you're going to be feeling very nice at home. Like, there's going to be like, you're going to have a lot of hobbies, or you will be like one of those situations where you could just put some music on and dance while cooking something in the kitchen together, for instance. It's kind of how it feels like. This person has a lot of creative vibes I'm getting from this. So it could be a potentially creative person. I do get this feeling a lot. Finally, we're going to go to their looks. Completely all the way around, but I'm just going with the flow. Whew, looks. Okay, what should I get there for their looks? You know what? I'm going to get this cards for the Goddess Power again for the looks, and we're going to have a look. What are they looking like? So what are they looking like? Ooh, this just jumped in. The in-between. I'll take another one, because I just want to. Also, just looked at the camera and saw how horribly it looks like. So I'm just going to rearrange this very fast, because it will not fit anything this way. Much better, right? Okay, let's hop in again. One more card. That's what I want to do. Get you one more card about the person who's going to get married to. How does it look like? You know what? This one just pulls out my attention. So, assurance. Okay, so not sure how much about looks, but I do feel like they're quite of a loyal person. That's also the feeling that I got here. They're quite loyal. The in-between could be a lot of things, actually. Maybe we're still stuck in the personality now that I'm thinking about it. But with the in-between, it makes me feel like they're changing the looks a bit often. If they're also the creative person, it makes a lot of sense. They might be altering the looks quite often, even the slightest changes, but they might look quite different and exciting in a way, you know? With the assurance card, they're quite loyal. They're quite loyal. That's what I'm thinking. Like they stick to one person and they stick to the person for good. Like, or if they do something, they have the tendency to stick to their things that they feel attached towards to. That they kind of like stick to that. Basically, they develop a sense of attachment to the situations that they enjoy. Let's call it like this. Okay, that was not much about looks, right? Never mind. I'll get you another card. Looks. Wow. Now then you realize when you have no proper cards for looks. Maybe this one. Let's pick it for looks. Actually, you know what? We're gonna get this one. We're gonna get you the energy oracle cards because I always get them. So energy oracle cards, their looks. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. Door to personal healing and happiness. And again, it has this warm atmosphere there. I do feel like there might be of a of kind of like a south roots, like, you know, this warm-blooded people. Is that even a way to say it? You know what I'm trying to say? Like I'm getting this picture of maybe some Latino kind of looks. Yeah. So with the sun card and this, they might come from a warm country. At the very least, they might have genetics that make them look like they're from a south country. So that could indicate not necessarily black hair, could be brown hair too, but the skin color could be a little bit darker. Their eyes could be like brownish. I do feel like brownish. They could have even curls. You know what? They could even have curls because that's how I'm feeling it. They might actually have curls, some of them. Not all of you guys, though. Well, door to personal healing and happiness. I do feel like this pile has a lot of like this sun positive card here, like salvation, sun. This person is very warm and very, very exciting. Like it looks like they feel very peaceful too. Like it feels like the times that you're going to be spending together, they're quite peaceful. They're quite peaceful and also a lot of excitement in a positive direction. You know, not like there's going to be a lot of fights or something like this. Those happen anyway, so you should not be surprised if that happens. But this is like irrelevant. What I'm thinking here is that, what I'm feeling here is that you're going to feel very happy with this person. You're going to feel very salvated even. This door to personal happiness and healing and happiness makes me feel that they're somebody who consider marriage, because as I said before, they're quite loyal. They're self-employed most likely, or have a big amount of responsibility that relies on them. That's how their income relies on, like on them. Yeah, what else can I see here? In terms of looks, I would say they look more like they come from a warm country, south country. I do get like this, the sun here and the sun card over there. It does make me feel that they are kind of like this Latino vibes kind of person. That's how it feels like. Yet they have such an incredible, and at the same time they have an incredible world there, like to explore. I do feel like they're creative. They could be even a musician for some of you, could be an artist, could be somebody with technologies, but yet they do something artistic or creative with it. So take it as it resonates. Of course, it's going to be different for all of you because all of you are unique guys and this reading is general. But yeah, now I promised you also a relationship, right? Outcome. Now this one, I'm definitely gonna get the energy oracle cards because in terms of relationships, this one always gives the best ones. Okay, how's your married life is gonna be like once you get married to them? Okay, for some reason I'm getting drawn to a couple of them, but I'm just gonna keep on shuffling because I'm getting a bit confused here. The second chakra, lots of passion. Then victory, and I'm getting drawn to this one, attachment. Remember I told you about the attachments? They're quite attached, loyal, not in a negative way. I'm never viewing this card as negative because it's not. It makes me always think in a positive direction. Maybe I'm just not an optimistic person, I don't know. But I always look at this optimistically. As in like they're very loyal, attached to you in this particular case. Now look at this beautiful combination. If you can see it, can you see it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, the arrangement is always a challenge. But anyways, second chakra, desire, passion. You will be very drawn to one another. In terms of your connection, in terms of your passionate connection, it's going to go really well. I do feel like it. With the victory card here, I do feel like in terms of personality, because it's kind of how I put it underneath. So I do feel like your personalities are going to click really well. I do feel like with this victory card underneath the personality here, I do feel like your personalities are going to click really well. So you're going to feel like this victorious vibe here. You're going to feel this kind of like always jackpot feeling. Like I do feel like there's such a harmony. And again, all those yellow colors, like sun, salvation, victory is full of those yellow colors. It makes me feel this warmth and happiness and kind of like peaceful, but still excitement. So a perfect balance of those. And the attachment, they're quite loyal. They definitely want to get married. They will get married, obviously, because we're looking at your married partner. But yeah, I do feel like it's going to be passionate, very understanding, and very loyal relationship. Very like loyal marriage. That's how it feels like. Also, I'm going to get you some romance oracle cards, romance angels, and see what else can we see for this connection here. Right away, this one. Honeymoon. Oh, this is wow. This is how it's gonna feel all the time. I feel like enjoy the bliss holiday time together. I do feel like, remember I told you that you're gonna be spending time together and it's gonna just feel, so that your time together is gonna feel like honeymoon, basically. That's how it feels like. It feels like even after years, when emotions are a little bit cooled down, that happens, still it's gonna feel like you're gonna have this perfect understanding. You're gonna be each other's like good friends. This is a very optimistic pile. And I got like right now the goosebumps, so that's a good confirmation. But yeah, wow. Okay, let's get you one more. And I'll try to get zodiac signs or timetables. We'll see. But let's see what else can we see of this connection. This marriage, this just came out, so we're gonna take this. Give relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. I do feel like you're going to be working, as I said before, in this partnership a while. Like this kind of confirms the words that I said before. Your connection is going to be feeling fresh and still nice, and you will enjoy your time together regardless of the time that passes, because you click so well personality-wisely. So this is actually really beautiful, honestly. I'm not sure if I'm going to get zodiac signs. I'm usually very crappy at getting zodiac signs, but I'm going to still try. It's just because it's really biased to get zodiac signs, but we'll try. Monology cards. That's what we're going to use for your zodiac signs. So we're going to get you 2 cards. It can relate either to you or to your partner, whether it's sun, moon, or rising. One of the 3 can be that sign. Let's have a look. So zodiac signs for this file. This one draws my attention a lot. Aquarius. That's not surprising at all, to be honest. With this creativity vibes here, it could be that this partner is actually an Aquarius. Full moon in Aquarius. Yep. And let's get you one more card. Could be also you. Could be one of their other areas of their horoscope. Okay, Sagittarius. Full moon, full moon. What that also makes me think with a full moon is that you're gonna, guys, somehow I do feel like this could be also you, but as I said before, it hardly sometimes resonates. It's a general reading, so take it as it resonates. But I do feel like, in the very least, when you guys meet, you're going to meet when you're both kind of fulfilled in some area of your life. So in terms of timetables, I'm going to give you that hint. It feels like you're going to meet when you're both feeling wholesome. Because we have the full moon here, it does make me think in both sides that when you feel wholesome, when you feel like you're achieved, like when you feel fulfilled, that you achieved something in a certain area, it does feel like that's when you're gonna meet up, whatever that means for you. It can be different. It can be that you feel that you finally found yourself, that you understand yourself better. It could be that you're succeeding in your career, or the other way around, they are succeeding in their career. So some area of your life is gonna be making you feel wholesome and fulfilled, and that is when both of you feel kind of wholesome. That's kind of when the meeting is gonna happen. Yeah, and needlessly to say, as I said before, it could be Aquarius or Sagittarius in one of your charts. Yours, your partner's sun, moon, rising. Whichever it is, whichever is resonatable. Okay, so yeah, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed the reading. It got really long, I do admit that, but I still hope you were able to enjoy it and follow it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, what resonated, what didn't. Also, I really enjoy when you guys give me suggestions on what videos you would like to see next. So feel free to give me suggestions. I do consider them, I do read them, and I'm going to be making videos according to the suggestions that I've received so far. So you can look forward to that. But yeah, that was it for the day. Hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, afternoon, night, wherever you are all in the world. And I'll be seeing you in the next readings. Bye! Hello, number twos. If you chose the beautiful rose quartz here, then this is a reading about your married life. Who you're gonna get married, what is gonna be the relationship like, and all that good stuff. So we're gonna start with the personality. Oopsie, I'm doing this again. With the looks, actually, starting with the looks. We started with the looks. We're going to look at the personality, and then we're gonna look at their job and career, similar to the soulmate reading that I once did. Also, we're gonna have a look at your relationship, basically, during the married time. I'm gonna drop some zodiac signs perhaps and try to guess the time frame, which is kind of a challenge because it's a generic reading, but take it as it resonates. If it resonates, then that's for you. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. That's been said, let's hop in. I'm gonna be shuffling, and we're gonna be a little bit spontaneous as in the previous reading, because this is the best way I can feel the energies actually when I'm doing the progression of it. Okay, then let's look at how your husband, wife, basically person you're going to marry, pile number 2, is going to look like physically. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. We just got that. I'll explain. It feels like... So we have a really high earth energy here. This could be that they have darker looks, or this could be that, not for all of you though, it could be also that they have chiseled features of a sort, manly features. We'll get there. So, personality. What is the personality of the person you're gonna get married to? Pile number 2s. This one. Aw. Okay. That's a nice card, the Fool. Don't look at it like as the Fool. It's a nice card. It's a nice card. Okay. Then let's look at the job they're doing, the career. What are they doing for career? Judgment. Judgment. Interesting. I do feel like this is not the best card I could pull out as another one. Sometimes I feel more drawn to other cards than others that I pull, but anyways. Okay, let's elaborate on this. And by the way, I did brag on the first pile about it, but look at these cards. They're so freaking pretty. If you're curious what that is, this is the Tower deck by Ethereal Visions. But you can also find it in the link in the description box below. All right, their looks. So their looks, the 9 of Pentacles is a pretty high earth energy, so it could also potentially indicate their zodiac sign, if that's the thing. They could be earth sign. But I do feel like they have with the earth, they're very grounded, and I do feel like they have chiseled features. Now, normally I would think of chiseled features also if the sword energy came up, but in this case, I do feel like they're kind of like this macho kind of atmosphere. I do feel like they're very grounded. They might be very much into even like gardening. I'm looking at this, like I know we're talking about looks, but I do have this full package right now in my head. They could be into gardening as well. Like I do feel like they're quite grounded, humble, and they might, in terms of looks, have again darker skin, darker eyes, darker hair, potentially. Not necessarily, though. I do feel like in that case... Okay, so in this case, it could be that their hair might be black or brown, yes. Their eyes could be actually various colors. It's hard to tell. It's very multi-dimensional, this one. But what makes me think the Nine of Pentacles is that they're also confident. That's what makes me think they're confident, because they're kind of content with how they are. They kind of feel wholesome, and they are... In terms of looks, I would say chiseled features. That kind of made me, like, popped up in my mind quite strongly. Chiseled features, like, whether it's a woman or a man, like the skulls, you know, like they're kind of, in women, it could be even like they have a very nice curvy body also, by the way. So in terms of the personality, the Fool. Now the personality is very, it's very uplifting, that's a word. It's very uplifting. With the Fool card, it always makes me think of somebody who just goes with the flow, is not afraid of risks. They're very just like, oh, this new thing came up, let's try it. Or, oh, this thing happened, let's try it. You want to go tomorrow to, I don't know, Barcelona, whatever, let's try it. You know, kind of like, they're very easygoing. That's what makes me think, which is kind of contradictory to their looks a little bit, because I might look like a little bit of a, I don't know, like, remember the humble thing that I said before, and grounded, but they, at the same time, they're very uplifting. I do feel like they're really up to the challenge. They're not afraid of challenges. If they have fears, they conquer them. That's kind of another thing that I'm feeling here. Career. So the Judgment, there's no career. Now, the Judgment is about restoration, about renewal, about new things coming in from renewal. It could be. So they have a really uplifting attitude, yes. In terms of work, I'm going to add you another card, because, as I said, I didn't really feel that much pull towards this. So what did they do for career? What is pile number 2's marriage partner do for career? This one. Page of Pentacles. Okay. The Page of Pentacles is an earth energy too, but what is particular about this card is that it's about fascination, also about being excited about doing something new, like starting something new, you know, about just a fascination. It could be also a fascination card about starting projects, material projects of a sort. So they could be an advisor. Here's what I'm getting. It could be an advisor. They could help people potentially find their way out, either way, or help them. It could be business advice that they give, could be business advice. It could be that they give, like with the Judgment, some sort of renovation, renewal, rejuvenation. So they help people stand up, kind of, and that's what makes me think you stand up and kind of go after the dreams of a sort. With the Page of Pentacles especially, this fascination, and kind of give them like a practical sense of hope and fascination of a sort. So this could be the way potentially an advisor, some sort of advisor of a sort. It could be psychology, I don't know, psychiatry. It could be also business advice. Even realtors, like realtors could be also a thing here, because they also give like a new place to live, and like kind of like, so they offer something that kind of, so offer some sort of advice. That's what I'm getting here. Let's stick to that. All right, then I want to get you another card, but I'm not quite sure which. In terms of the career, I'm just going to give you the Wisdom Oracle card here. So what career are they doing? Pile number 2. Sorry, I mean your marriage partner, not you. Okay, let's see. This one. Go to the sea. Okay. Yes, there is this element of they give some sort of advice. Makes me think of, again, a person. Just look at the guidance. Like look at this guidance on the compass. Oh, oopsie. Look at this guidance here, the compass here, and the binoculars here, and just the person tries to find their way. They are some sort of advisor for most of you. At the very least, what they do, their career has to do with trying somehow to guide people, or like show them the way, or could be also potentially human resources as well. It's a lot of things that has to do with like giving a sense of hope or advice or some sort of direction to people. Yeah, and also if on the back and then the front, I'm usually doing this and looking at those. There is not for you, and then the Fates, which is kind of like the opposite messages, kind of like a sense of hope. They're giving people a sense of hope, and it fits really well with their personality, because the Fool card is such an optimistic, uplifting, and up to the challenge card. Okay, then we're gonna get you one of the Sacred Destiny Oracle cards and see what else can we see about their career. Career. Leadership. Yeah, the guidance that I felt. They guide people. They definitely have this leadership feeling about them. Yes, definitely. So leadership, it could be a lot of positions that there is advice, guidance of a sort. They hold quite the power also in their job. So it means that there is a lot of responsibility for that from that job that leans on their shoulders. That's what the leadership card comes out now. Let me get you one more. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get you the Mystical Keeper. They're so cute. Look at how small they are. Okay, Mystical Keeper. What they do for career, or how successful they are, or any of those informations that we might get for this pile. Expectation. expectation. Yeah, I do get this advisor vibes again. Expectation. Somehow either creating these expectations or kind of trying to meet people's expectations, trying to like hearing out what they have to say, hearing what they want, and kind of like trying to give them the right advice for it. That's what it makes me feel here. Also, if you add 2 and 8 in this card, it makes into 1, like new beginnings, rejuvenation, and again with the Judgment card. So yeah, now let's go back to the personality. Back as in like I'm going the other direction. It's just how I'm doing it. Don't even ask. Okay, what is their personality of the person of pile number 2? So we saw a little bit about their uplifting nature, but also we have the earth. So a little bit of the humbleness and the grounding, as I said before, is there. Let's get you one more. The personality. I don't feel pulled towards any card. Okay. This one. Independence. Yeah, that goes really well with the Fool. Okay, it's really ironic because this goes really well with the 9 of Pentacles. This goes really well with the Fool. So, independence. They're kind of like freedom-loving people. They're kind of like, as I said before, they opt to the risks. They opt for this new. They have a very very interesting mindset where they just try to like they opt for new challenges and try new things. They have like a very optimistic mindset also, and they don't really stick to one particular, how to phrase it properly. They don't stick to, they don't have like these biased standards, let's say. There is somebody who can see the picture objectively, where this independence also makes me think in terms of thinking. So they don't, one situation doesn't attach them, like in terms of, like, they don't have this biased, like, you know, like some people might have very strong points of views in terms of political or religion, which is totally fine. But in terms of this person, it feels like they don't have that. So they have this like independent thinking, like they don't stick to one monotone standard. They kind of have like this they're open to a lot of conversations, let's call it like this, and they accept a lot of points of views, which that is why they're good at their job, because it makes them really open-minded, so they can give the potentially the best advice because they're quite objective. That's how I feel like. They're quite objective. Now I'm gonna add one more card to their personality, and that is gonna be the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Okay, let's see about the personality. Okay. Touch the Sky. So this card has a classical meaning. What I'm seeing in this, though, is that kind of like the sky is the limit. That's how I'm feeling in this particular case. The sky is the limit. They have a very open-minded and objective mindset. Yet they're quite humble and very grounded, because we have the earth energy here and the earth card right here. So yeah. Also, the number 7 keeps repeating, by the way. I do keep seeing the number 7. 7 here. Then we have the 7 here. And I saw it somewhere else. I'm not sure where. Anyways. So number 7. Always 7 associates to me like with lucky changes, going with the flow. So they're quite organized. Don't get this idea they're like all around the place. That's not the case. But they're just very open-minded. I do feel like their mind is like very objective in a positive direction. So they can have a lot of various conversations. They're up for different challenges. They're up for trying new things. And that's what makes them good at their job as well, because I feel like they have to give some sort of advice. In the very least, they have to give, like, their opinion kind of matters with the leadership card here and the expectations. So there is people, and it's not like they're trying to meet expectations, but more like trying to give the right advice for what the person would need, kind of. Okay, then let's go to their looks. Look. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to pull you another mystical keeper for the personality, because I just want to use the deck more often. Let's see. Pile number 2. Personality of person. Unexpected money. Well, that's interesting. That can indicate that they're just... I do feel like they're quite good at making money, but I do feel like it also depends on them a little bit. Yeah, they have a little bit, a kind of like a sense of independency here, because I think it depends on the projects or the clients of a sort. also they might be quite good coming up with new ideas that can give them like money incomes. That's another thing that can be resonatable for you, pile number 2s. Okay, now let's go to their looks. We're gonna have a look at the looks with the energy oracle cards here. I'll pull you one. So what does pile number 2's marriage partner looks like? Oh, I'm ready to pull towards one. I'm just gonna take this one. Caring connections. So it's a very, very caring person, that's for sure. I do always link the looks, unfortunately, to personality. They kind of always in my readings and overlap, but I do feel like they're, yeah, caring connections make me think that they're very caring. They look like somebody. Okay, let me just rearrange it really fast. There was a small interruption, so I had to pause the video for a little bit. Let's see if I'm able to edit that. But yeah, okay. So, oh my goodness, that's not okay at all. What a mess. All right, back to their looks. Now I'm gonna pull you a goddess power oracle card and see a little bit more about the looks. So how does pile number 2's marriage partner look like? I'll just get, oh, I can decide. Okay, then I'm just gonna shuffle a bit more. Reverence and liberation. Independence and liberation. They're really free spirit. It feels like they're really, their mindset is very like free, like the liberation and the reverence. So they might be very, they will give this gentle vibe about them, though. I did say chiseled, but with the caring card and the reverence here, it does make me think that they'll give a little bit of this like gentle vibe even about them. With the liberation also, it could be still, I'm standing by words, it could be that for the majority of you, the person has darker skin, darker eyes, darker hair. Not for all of you though, I don't feel like that's the case for all of you. Some of you could be completely the opposite around, like could be literally blonde, because I keep staring at this card of the Fool here and he's blonde. Looks are very diverse here, but the personality and the career, I think like for the majority is what the case is. With the looks, Jesus futures, they do look, you will get the vibe about them that they're caring. As I said before, they also might be into gardening. We keep having those flowers around the place, but the caring, if you look at this, like they look really gentle and caring. So you might get this vibe from them, even if they look very manly or very femme fatale of a sort, if it's for a woman, they still look very caring, and you will notice that about them in terms of their looks, I guess. So the eyes, you know, sometimes a look can give away a person's personality. Oh, I made such a mess here. Anyways, and with the liberation, yeah, here's, it feels like the liberation, what also can be, not for all of you, but some of you could be that the style of how they're wearing their clothes could be just like very cozy stuff. Not at the work, because I do feel like the work they'll have to wear something else, but I do feel like in everyday life they might want more of a oversized clothes of a sort, kind of like they like with the clothing doesn't fit them tight, but gives them like a little bit of freedom, you know, of movement. That's just like a small detail that came in between. Anyways, okay, that's been said, let's hope into your marriage life. Let's see what your married life is going to be like. So what is the married life of pile number 2 is going to be like? This one. Indecision. Okay, one more. I'll get you 3 very fast. The Magician. Okay, and one more. Married life of pile number 2. This one. Oh, patience. Okay, I will have to admit here for a second that it'll take them a bit to get married. I do feel like they might not make up their mind. So you see, their mindset is so open-minded and free that I guess this might be a bit of a challenge in terms of timetables. Because what I'm getting here is that, okay, I'm so sorry. I think this is the most messiest of the readings I ever had. So I hope you can overlook that. It'll get better. Just I used too many cards. I want to see more details. Back to the reading. It might take them a bit to actually propose or get married. They will, Like you see, the Magician card is like kind of like switching, like a really big change of a sort between them, and a change that comes from themselves, because with the mirror here, a change from themselves. It always equivalents to me with the Magician card from the tarot deck, which talks about radical and really unexpected and strong changes that can happen in a crisis situation. Or it can be also like very dramatic changes of a sort, like, and they're usually linked to your inner self in this particular case as well. Kind of like the change is happening through your own self. So they will have to, they can just literally switch all of a sudden and decide to get married, but they will need to be ready for this. So I do feel like with this partner particularly, it's going to take a little bit of time, because they have very free, like in terms of the mindset. They're very caring. They will show you affection. I do feel like that. But in terms of like devoting themselves in terms of contract and married life, they will need their time, because of the patience and indecision here, that makes me think that. And with the Magician card in the middle, look at how it looks like. The going, like he holds here the blue flame and the red flame, and goes from one to another, you know, like really flipping the coin from extremes. So you will get married, because this is a marriage. This is the reading of your married partner, so the partner who you're going to get married to. So you will get married. Just, it will require some time, and they have to make up their mind. It feels like for them, they're gonna have this indecision just because of the bounding, because we have so much independence cards here, liberty, independence. You know, their mindset is very objective and very free, like, but you will get married, because this is your partner that you're technically supposed to get married to. Okay, I'm gonna get you a couple of romance oracle cards just to see maybe extra information about this relationship. So let's see what is going to be happening in your married life, or any peculiar information about this connection. This one, heart-to-heart conversations. And let's get you one more. Let go of control issues. Okay, so here I think it refers to you. They will get married to you. They need their time. They have a very free like mindset, so they need their time. They definitely need their time. I can't tell you exactly how long it will take, but you will get married. It's just patience will be rewarded. With the heart-to-heart conversations, I do feel like you will have a lot of conversations about this topic specifically, but it just requires you to let go of the situation. So allow this situation to unfold naturally, and honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So I do feel like there has to be a healthy balance between the two. So yes, you have to let them know that you would like to get married to them, so they don't feel like this can drag forever, but at the same time, just let them make up their mind. Once they understand this fact, they will come around. So this is just for the very future with your future partner. Oh my god, that's such a mess with the cards. I am very sorry. Okay, so for the last one, I'm going to take you some zodiac signs. Now, if you've seen some of my videos, the zodiac signs is a challenging thing for me to see, because it's a very biased kind of perception and it doesn't resonate with everyone. So if it resonates, please do take this message. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we'll try to see the zodiac sign of your partner or and that could be rising, sun, or moon. So zodiac signs that are relevant to this connection. There was this one that pulled my attention. Expect powerful change. Well, that's not a zodiac sign. Then we will not have one. And this one. Work through your fears. Okay, so this is again makes me think that it relates to what we talked before about. They need to make up their mind and work through some sort of fears or attachment of a sort. So with the new moon in Scorpio, they'll have to get used to the idea. So I know it might sound discouraging, but this connection is quite nice, actually. I feel like they're very caring. They really will show their affection to you. They will treat you like this person here treats the garden. But they'll need a little bit of time to fully, make the marriage contract with you. Expect powerful change. That indicates that I think even maybe they might have thought at some point of time that they won't get married. They will, though. And this is what might have come around to show, like in this card, that they will change a lot. I feel like for you, they will significantly consider this, and with this magician in the mirror, it feels like a radical change. It feels like this card here, powerful change. It feels like maybe they didn't even consider marriage for that particular time, or before, or at some point maybe they didn't consider marriage, but they will get married to you. So they will work through fears. They also potentially could be a Scorpio, or you could be a Scorpio in your sun, moon, or rising, whichever resonates. But yeah, that's how it feels like here. But in general, this connection feels really caring and really understanding. You'll be able to also have really nice conversations between you two, really honest conversations. So yeah, that's all I can see for you, pile number 2s. I am very, very, very sorry for this huge hot mess. I think this is the messiest I ever got because I put so many cards, but I hope you still were able to enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section below what resonated, what didn't. Also, feel free to suggest videos that you would like to see. I might actually start doing polls actually to get ideas from you, because I really enjoy to hear what videos you would actually enjoy to watch. But yeah, that was it for the day. I wish you a wonderful day, and yeah, I'll see you in my next readings. Bye! Hello, my pile number 3s. If you chose the Ocean Jasper here, which honestly, by all honesty, looks like a dragon egg. Anyways, then this is the reading for your marriage, for your life, married life, and also the partner, how they look like, the partner who's supposed to get married to. Now we're gonna have a look at their looks, personality, and their job, and then we're gonna look at your married life, how it's gonna be like. Potentially I could see some time frames. If I do, I'll let you know. And we're gonna look at their zodiac signs and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's shuffle, because today I'm shuffling on camera. Okay, so today I'm using this gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous deck. It's called Ethereal Visions. It's actually my second tarot. I always used to use one tarot, and now I'm using this one. Oh, also using this one. I'm in love with it, really. So yeah, if you're interested in it, it's Ethereal Visions, it's called. So, pile number 3 looks of their soulmate, maybe a soulmate, of the partner they're gonna get married to. How does the partner look like? Five of Wands, peculiar. Okay, what is the personality of the soulmate? Soulmate, I keep saying soulmate, oh my god. Okay, that might be a hint. Okay, what is the personality of the person you're gonna get married to? There are too many, I can take that. Ace of Pentacles, that's nice. And what do they do for a living? Career. What is pile number 3's? So soulmate. Oh my goodness. What pile number 3's marriage partner does for a living? What is their career? The Artist. Okay. This is a particularity of the specific deck. This is this doesn't exist in the original tarot. But also we have the Empress and the Hermit on back and forth. Could potentially indicate that they're working from home. Anyways, we'll see. Okay, in terms of the looks, the 5 of Wands. Oh, well, the 5 of Wands is about competition. Now, in terms of looks, that can be quite challenging, so I'll just add another card. Because I don't feel that strong this one. I feel very strong this one, but okay, how pile number 3's person looks like they're gonna get married to? There must be a better card. Okay, this just jumped out. We have the Temperance. Okay, the Temperance. Now this is it's a little bit contradictory to the very hectic energy of the 5 of Wands, so I'll try to understand what the tarot wants to tell me here. Okay, so the Temperance is about, first of all, it deals with water, it deals with like this balance energy, this feeling like even contentment and peacefulness. So I feel like this person will, in terms of looks, they will look very soft. They will look very soft, very gentle. I do feel like they're gonna have light skin, light hair, light eyes. One of them or all of those mentioned above before. And yet I do feel like with the In terms of looks, the Five of Wands, because this indicates competition. This would be very much for the personality. Maybe they have a competitive nature of a sort, or they have like a lot of things going on for them, like a lot of different interests. I do feel more of a personality here, to be honest. But yeah, in terms of looks, I do feel like they look very gentle and soft. In terms of men, they still maintain that masculinity, but I do feel like they have this still soft looks, like lighter skin, lighter eyes, lighter hair color. It could be potentially the hair color we see here as well, like kind of like this brownish blonde, like natural blonde of a sort. Yeah, or ash brown, like very light. Could be also for some of you. But yeah, I do feel like they're very gentle, that this is the energy that they give around them. Even if I feel like that's just the exterior though. I do feel like they're quite strong. Like they have so much going on inside. I feel like they have a lot of unexpected sides about them. But on the outside, they look very gentle. So they are gentle. I do feel like they're a gentle person, but they have like, just don't let the gentleness make you think that they're just, very soft and that's all about them. That's not the case. I do feel like that's definitely not the case. They have a lot of things going on around there. Like they can be, depending on the situation, I do feel like they can show a lot of unexpected sides of them, in a good direction, that is. In terms of personality, with the Ace of Pentacles, I do feel like there's somebody who has a lot of creative ideas. They're not afraid to be up to the challenges. And I do feel like they're not afraid to be up to the challenges. And I do feel like they're just somebody who would be considered of sort of like an entrepreneurship kind of spirit. Entrepreneur spirit. The artist here, it really talks about somebody being artistic. It could potentially be that they're an artist. It could be that they have something to do with it. It makes me think that they could be an artist, yes, in the arts. It could be also potentially some of you could be drawn to the first pile. Because we also had an artistic soul, but I do feel like for your particular pile is actually a specific message that they could be an artist. Possibly in the illustration and design, but because I do feel like this kind of peacefulness atmosphere and that they're on their own space, eventually, occasionally, because we also saw like not the Hierophant? What was in the back of the deck? Anyways, the Hermit. We saw the Hermit on the back, I think, of the deck. But I do feel like, yeah, they do work. I think they're a freelancer. They have a lot of projects. They do work from home. Some of them could work from office. I think they can decide for that part. Also, I feel like they're into illustration design. Could be potentially that the majority of you could be that the partner actually does drawings, like draws. Could be also something with even like technology wise. They could be like digital artists. They could be doing something digitally as well. I do feel like they draw something though. They do design something. That's what makes me feel like here. In terms of that they're not afraid for new challenges. They're quite opportunistic, not in a bad negative way, but more like when they see the challenge there, they're not afraid to, go for it regardless. And I feel like they have a lot of ideas. There's somebody who just likes to try new things, start new things. And in terms of the career, this kind of blends very well with the personality and how they look on the outside, but they're quite strong on the inside, I'll tell you that. They have a lot of unexpected sides, so don't think that they're that gentle nature that looks on the outside is all there is about them, because they have a very interesting world of their own. I'll just add a couple more cards to see a little bit more about the personality, and I'll add you the energy oracle cards here. So there's a personality. Then we're just gonna go with personality. Personality. What can you tell me about their personality? There was one that I was attracted to, but maybe it was this one. Personality. They're very loving. That's really nice. So I do feel like whatever they do, whatever they take hold of, they are a very loving person, and they really show this affection. That's why maybe you perceive them as a gentle person, because they show their affection in a gentle and beautiful way without being too forceful. That's kind of how it feels like. They feel warm as a person, yet you don't feel intimidated by that. Okay, hope that makes sense. Anyways, their personality. What else can we say about their personality? This one. The past. Now that's peculiar. Now the past can indicate a lot of things. It could potentially be that either way, okay, so there's the two ways this can go. Either way they are, because we have the Ace of Pentacles, either way they are kind of moving on from the past, or I do feel like they're somebody very innovative of a sort. They can be innovative. They're kind of like somebody who takes up for new challenges. Yet, in terms of the past, I do think that they just learn from their mistakes of a sort, and they appreciate the past because for who they are today, if that makes sense. That's kind of how it makes me feel like. So they do. I don't feel like they're stuck in the past. That's not what it is about. I do feel like there's somebody who lives in the present and in the future, but they do remember the past and they're grateful for it because of how they became right now. Because I think for all of those little personality traits that they have on the back that they can actually showcase because of the experiences that taught them to be that way, and those experiences that come from their past. So they appreciate the past, yet they're very innovative and live in the today, basically. So they're not somebody who tries to escape their past and just live in the moment, or, that's a good thing. They're quite wholesome. Then let's get you a card from the Sacred Destiny, and see what they do for career. What are they doing for career? Oh, this one drew my attention. Purification. Let's take another one. This one. And voyage. Okay. So I do feel like they like traveling, that's for sure. They do like traveling. They feel like the person who would enjoy traveling. But I do really think that they like maybe getting out there in the nature. That's what I'm thinking about it, because we have so much nature here. We have nature here, here, here. And in general, the Sacred Destiny Oracle cards are about nature. But I do feel like purification, okay. I do feel like they really enjoy going out to the nature. So their work, it's kind of like related to their personality, but also to their work. I do feel like when they create, they might enjoy like going to some sort of escapist area, maybe to a park at the very least, or to somewhere where there is a sea, an ocean. That's where they feel purified. That's where they feel creative, and that's where they can create their work. But I do feel like they're quite self-reliant because they're probably an artist. So they have, as I said before, the possibility to travel. Did I say the possibility to travel? I said like work from home or the office. So I do have the feeling that this is an option for them. So I feel like they might have to show up at some offices at some point, but they have the freedom to literally change places, and with a voyage, like they can do this work from anywhere, basically. Let's take you one card from my new babies here. This is the Mystical Keeper. I really love this deck. This is so tiny. This is the tiniest deck I have. Look. They're tiny. Anyways, okay. What can you tell me about the career of this person? Pile number 3. Main person. Again, main person. In terms of career, you might have gotten attracted to the first pile. There is a similar vibe. They also got the same card, main person, but the female version. There's 2 cards of that. Main person. They are freelancer, as I said before, independent. They work independently. They do work independently, and they do work on projects with the number 1 here in the Ace of Pentacles. They do work on projects. They do have most likely a lot of projects in common. They're freelancer. They are in charge of their own finances and their own income, basically. They're the main person in their job. Okay. I think that's kind of it for this. I want to have a look in their looks. So in their looks, we're going to have a look how they look like through the Goddess Power Oracle cards. So how do they look like physically? Person? Mastery. Okay, let's take one more. The Sun. Oh, they give it this warm feeling that I thought before. Yeah, this warm and gentle feeling. That's what they feel like. If a person could be like a feeling, they would be like the Sun. Warm and nice, but also the mastery. I do feel like what they do for a living, it's very much integrated into their lives, in their personality because of the new things, and also in their presence even. I think like this mastery refers to their job, and it kind of transforms how they look like. That does make any sense, I think, in the way I'm trying to explain. But what I'm trying to say is that it's so integrated that it's kind of one of their charms, basically. You will know what they do, and you will be very attracted to also what they're doing. So probably to create something beautiful. It could be, for some of you, it could be also a musician. They could be potentially writing music. It doesn't have to be specifically drawing. I do feel for a lot of you it could be the case that they do some sort of illustration, design. It could be even an architecture for some of you if you're, but just, I do feel like all theirs could be, it's some sort of artistic work that they can do independently. And it's very integrated into their personalities, into their lives, and very similar vibes to pile number one. You might have been attracted to pile number one. I wouldn't be surprised about that. And yeah, this is their charm, basically. They look very soft, gentle. They kind of look like very, like they radiate light. Like, look at those two cards. Oh my goodness, just noticed. They radiate light, both of them. Like, they radiate light. This golden, beautiful light. So that's how they feel like. I feel like they will have this gentle, light aura about them if you're into auras and stuff like that. But you will feel like, you look at them and they're like, they shine, you know, of a sort. And also you feel like gentle and pulled towards, and you will find them very interesting, especially with this mastery card here. What else do I want to give you? Actually, yeah, I think that's it. Okay, let's go to your relationship, like your married life, how it's going to be like. For this, I classically take the energy oracle cards, and we're going to have a look at how your married life is going to be with this person. So, how is the married life is going to be with this person? Let's have a look. Oh, this just came out. Oh, Angel of Love. They're very caring. This is a very caring person. Financial constraints. Well, hold on. We have a third one. Don't freak out. This one. Journey. Okay. All right. So the journey, as I said before, repeats again. The journey repeats again here. So let me explain. I do feel like, okay, so how it looked in the previous piles is that this married life relates to the areas underneath which they are. So this is looks, personality. Let me elaborate. So the journey here and the love. Okay, so what I can see here is that obviously with the journey card, it does make me feel like they can work from anywhere, and they even might enjoy taking a lot of like traveling, taking a lot of trips. With number two, it makes me think that you might even be able to do this together if your job, pile number 3, allows that. With the financial constraints, I do feel like their income is unstable. I will be honest, their income is unstable because of the job that they're doing. If they're a freelancer, it is very much dependent on the projects that they take, because we have the main person here. They're the main person in their job. So it really much depends on what they're doing and if they have clients. So it doesn't mean that you're going to be broke. No, don't take it like that. That's not how it is. It just means that the person during the marriage life, the way you'll perceive this person, how they will be, is that occasionally they might have a lot of money or like not money, a lot of money or not money. Like it depends on their projects, basically. That's how it feels like. They're very caring, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of love in this connection. They're going to be like treating you very gently. You're going to also treat them very gently. It's going to be like this very gentle love. Like look how tenderly she looks at this card, at this heart. Look how tenderly she looks at it, embraces it. It's how this love, this marriage is going to feel like. This very like gentle energy about it. Very, very gentle. Yes, and you might be traveling here and there. This partner might also be traveling occasionally. At the very least, there will kind of be a couple of escapist kind of settlements. I do feel like you might even go like on a small field trip near your neighborhood or something, but it's just going to feel good because you're going to be the two of you, perhaps. But yeah, the married life is going to feel like there's going to be a lot of love in terms of the income of that particular partner. It's going to be very bouncy, but it doesn't mean that they won't have money because we have the Ace of Pentacles. It just means that with the Ace of Pentacles, new projects, new things coming in quite often. So yeah, and journey trips, the voyage here, they can do this work definitely from distance. I'll get you a couple of romance angel oracle cards, and we're gonna have a look. What else can we see here? So number 3 is married life. This just calls my attention. Trust. Okay, yeah, that also feels quite the case here. I do feel like you're going to be very trusting in one another. It's going to be trust, understanding. Also, this situation is calling you to have faith. Let me just bring this closer to you. See? I do feel like this also talks, because it dropped between the two cards here. I intuitively put it like this. It might also refer to the fact that don't worry, their finances will go up again. You don't have to worry about their finances there. It's a temporary phenomenon. Anyways, let's take one more card about this connection. Okay, there's one that wants to come, but I can't. Whoa! And it came strong. Codependency. Oh, momento. Okay, I'm back. So, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Now, that could be reliability in terms of finances. It dropped between... Okay, actually, no. Now, you know what? It could be a couple of things. Remember I told you that you might be traveling together? So this codependency might be that if the person travels, you might have to travel, or it kind of like feels like you'll have to like adjust to one another. So if they travel, you'll have to travel with them, or if you travel, they'll have to travel with you. It doesn't feel like forced. It just feels like that's how it might be occasionally. So sometimes they might go for escapist journeys or whatever. They might decide to just take a small trip. I do feel like you will be coming along with them, this codependency, because you're going to be having this trust and this kind of mutual understanding, and it's going to be just, they're not going to be doing this alone, basically. You would want to be there for them, and this will go vice versa, because I do feel like there's a lot of understanding in this relationship. With financial constraints, it also means that sometimes when their finances are low, you have each other's back, basically, because you absolutely trust the situation and you know this is temporary, and they will go back up again once they have a new project. So yeah, it's going to be totally fine. The codependency means that it's basically balanced off. So it's going to be very balanced relationship in both areas, like maybe traveling, relocation, and also finances. With trust, it calls out to you that it's gonna be very trusting relationship, love and trusting, but also in terms of finances, trust, it will improve. It won't stay like, if there's a couple of financial challenges, it's just temporary. That's been said, let's hop into your oracle cards in terms of your zodiac sign. Now, I'm not really good at zodiac signs. I mean, sometimes they pop up, sometimes they don't. And I'm trying to not do them that much because it's a biased of a sort thing to come up in a general reading. But if it resonates, it resonates. So take it as a hint and a message for you. If it doesn't, I'll explain it could be a different message that is meant for you. So zodiac signs for you, your partner, it could be both. Sun, moon, rising, 1 and 3. So zodiac signs for this connection. Just this one was. Okay, meditate and contemplate with the new moon in Pisces. Could be a Pisces. That makes a lot of sense with the water actually, and peacefulness. But okay, and one more. Let's see, one more. A time for healing. Okay, so this is not a zodiac sign, but a time for healing could just indicate that I feel like there's going to be the time for healing dropped in this area. So this purification journey, there's going to be a lot of like rejuvenation trips that you're going to be taking together. I do feel like it, or at the very least, this person also will enjoy going out to the nature, visit new places, travel a little bit, and work from there. For that sake of healing of sort, feeling this like purification, rejuvenation kind of feeling. That's what makes me think here. With this meditate and contemplate and the new moon in Pisces, I do feel like it mainly refers to zodiac signs, so it could be yours or your partner's. And as I said before, it can be sun, moon, or rising. It can be any of those. So take it as it resonates. And I think that's it, actually. I think the main aspect here is, it's the zodiac sign here. And here the potentially kind of like the adventures together, basically, aspect. Okay, so that's all I can see for you, pile number 3s. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I know it's a little bit messy. This is the most messiest reading out of all of those that I have done so far. But I still hope you enjoyed it. And let me know in the comment section below what resonated, what didn't. Also, feel free to drop suggestions of the videos that you would like to see. Because I'm definitely reading those, and I'm definitely considering them, and I will be making those kind of videos because I'm making them for you guys so you can enjoy them. So yeah, feel free to comment on that. Feel free also to like and subscribe if you feel like it, of course. And have a great day. I'll be seeing you in my next videos. Bye. Hello, pile number 4s. If you chose the opalite stone here, then this is your reading about your marriage, your married life, and your partner. How does your future marriage partner look like? Now we're going to have a look at their looks, personality, and job. I'm going to explain what I can see at randomly oracle cards because today I'm shuffling on camera. And then I'm going to add, I'm going to look at your relationship during the marriage life. How's your married life is going to be like? Potentially, if I see a time frame, I'll mention it. If I don't, I don't. In some I did, in some others I didn't see a time frame. Now, also zodiac signs. We're going to do zodiac signs. That's important. And, oh, what was that? The wind. Anyways, I'm going to do zodiac signs. And yeah, that's kind of it. Let's hop in. All right, we're going to start with your oracle cards. Oh, your tarot cards. And today I'm using a new deck that I got. This is actually the second deck that I have from tarot, because I always used to use one specific one, but then look at this one. It's just so pretty. They're shiny. This is the Ethereal Visions, if you're curious. It's a gorgeous deck. Honestly, I'm so happy to use it. And let's hop in. So, pile number 4s. How is their marriage partner looking like physically? The looks of the marriage partner. Eight of Cups. Their personality. Okay, this wants to come out, so I'm just gonna... The Emperor. Interesting. That's nice. And the career. And now we have sirens. First we had the wind, now we have sirens. I'm not sure if you can hear it. Oh well. The career. The Hanged Man. Let's take you one more in terms of the career. 9 of Wands. Okay. Okay. So, in terms of the looks, now that's the 8 of Cups. In terms of the looks, the 8 of Cups. So it's water sign, it's water. So they could be a water sign. It could also indicate that they're potentially have soft features. They have light features. It could be that they have light hair. I do feel like their hair might be looking like something like this, like light brown. For the majority of you, it doesn't have to be though. But I do feel like now the hair might look light, the skin might be darker. Now that's another thing that I'm getting here. It might not resonate for everyone. Also in terms of looks, I do feel so they have some darker features about them and they have some lighter features about them. This is how I'm feeling it. So they have like a balance. So I know it's not very specific, but they could have either way this light hair and then darker skin, and darker eyes are light eyes like blue, light green, like light gray, and then like dark hair and light skin. Like, you know, I feel like there is a mix of features here. I do feel like there is like, even there could be mixed ethnicities here as well, actually, for some of you. But I do feel like mixed features is a thing. That I do feel like they have dark features about them and also light features. Now, how they look on the outside, I do feel like they have... so the females, the women look feminine. That is the case, yes. But they also have this like strong presence about them. Now, for the men, I do feel kind of the same. I feel like there's such a balance here of light and dark of a sort. So for the men, it feels like they are manly, but they might have like soft features about them. So like they will not look chiseled and like macho and like, you know, like this hairy kind of very strong and traditional men. But they might look more of soft features, like they might come out like looking outside like soft of a sort, whatever that means for you. But they might have quite the manly personality. The Emperor, in terms of personality, now this person is... Oh boy, this person, either way, it can be an Aries, by the way, in terms of personality. It might also resonate with how they behave as well, because I do feel like in terms of the personality, they are stubborn. They have this particularity about them, they're stubborn. And also they're proud. I do feel like they're stubborn and proud. Now, also they have high ambitions. I do feel like they're very ambitious. In terms like they want the best for their life. Also, if they want for themselves, they want for you as well. But yeah, that's about it. We'll go back to those. And about the career. Now the career with the Hanged Man and the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands indicates kind of like reaching things, but it's kind of like the after effect, the courage, but the after effect of like a battle of a sort. It always makes me think of that you worked hard for it and then you have it. So I do feel like in terms of career, they're extremely picky in terms of their career. They're extremely picky. They want the best. So maybe there was a time when at some point they didn't earn so much money, but they were just maybe working on something in the background, on their own thing perhaps, and they finally make it work. So they're determined to get the best career without getting in between, like on those low paid careers or like in between jobs. They're just very determined to get their own career like that. So that might be why at some point it might have looked at they're unemployed for some time, or they didn't have a stable income or some income at all. But it feels like that's not the particular case for too long, because with the 9 of Wands, it feels like they finally make it happen. So it feels like, you know, after a long time of nothing happened, they finally, or like not nothing happened, I feel like there might have been somebody who maybe started their own business. They didn't bring them yet income, but after some time, it starts inflowing finally. So because they are so persistent to make it successful. Quite very stubborn and very strong-willed person here, by the way. Okay. Let's get you more oracle cards, and I'm gonna look at the personality of them. I want to, or career, personality, both of them call out to me. Let's see not career, not personality. Let's see their personality. What is their personality like? This just flipped over. Yeah, man holding a coin. Very ambitious. What I told you before. Very, very ambitious. They want to succeed in life. They are somebody who potentially can succeed. Just they don't let that many trivial things in between. So they just might stay even unemployed, just focus on one thing until it starts bringing them income, basically. Then I'm gonna get you this card for the personality. This is the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Their personality. Let's see, what else can we see about them? I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of more strong-willed card here. Home in the sky. Now, this indicates that they are open to move around, basically. It could potentially for the career, or they're ambitious, or how they look at their future life, that they consider to move to a different place, or they're open to moving, they're open to changing homes, they're open to upgrading their home. That's for sure. That's one thing that I'm thinking here. They're open to upgrading their home, and get with the 5, like I'm looking at this number here, 4 and 1, it makes into 5 changes. Home in the sky makes me think about changes, about them changing homes, or them wanting to escalate and get a better home. They're very ambitious. I feel like it's proud and ambitious energy here. So as I said before, on the outside, they might come like looking a bit like not soft, like as a soft person, but like the features might be like tender. They might not be that chiseled, you know, like that harsh, but they're a very strong person on the inside. That's how it feels like. A perfect balance of light and dark of a sort. Then let's get you, for some reason I'm attracted to the Wisdom Oracle cards. So I'm just going to get you one from here and see a little bit more about the personality. And this one just calls out, not for you. Okay, that's another indication of what I said about the career. They interconnect in my readings today. So not for you. They know exactly what they want. They know exactly what they want. And they're not afraid to reject and leave. Like even look at this. Like, see? Chess is about strategy. So they have an idea, they have a strategy of what they want to do. And they're like, nope, that's not it. That's not that you're suggesting me this job or you're offering me this work opportunity. That's not it. I'm not going to do this. I have my plan. I know what I want. I'm going for it. So they directly know what they want. And that even if they sometimes are, you know, debating whether it's the case or not, like sometimes they might have doubts. They're human. Obviously, they will have doubts. But in terms of the career, I do feel like they're really motivated and they really know what they want. So if you offer them like a trivial job in between, they will say nope, because it's not on their chessboard, not on their strategy. Let's look at their physical characteristic, actually. And we're going to get the Goddess Power Oracle cards. So their physical looks, how does this person look like? This attracted my attention. Co-create, okay. And let's get one more card for the physical looks. Fine, we'll take this one. Miracles. Okay. It talks a lot about personality here, not even that much about looks. But again, if you look at those two cards, how they look like, you see the soft card here, like it makes you feel like soft and light. And then you have this one, which is the red, and it feels like aggressive and strong. This is how this person looks like and feels like. They might come out looking like very soft. This is the definition of soft, like looking kind of like light features, maybe even. But they're a very strong person, determined on the inside. Yeah, determined on the inside. Yeah, let's get you one more card. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get you the Mystical Keeper, and we're gonna have a look what else can we see about this person. This is a new oracle deck that I got, and I'm in love with it. It's so tiny. It's the tiniest that I ever had. Look how tiny it is. It's really tiny, and I love it. It's so cute. Anyways, okay. Looks of this, if you're a man, woman, or of your person. A long way. Let's take another one. We're talking about looks, but for some reason, associations with career come. High honors. Okay, yeah. You see, the thing is, I'm getting a lot of personality here because the personality is really strong. They might even come out as intimidating for sometimes because they have very strong viewpoints. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Everyone has their own person. So if you're married to this person, means that it's gonna click well with your lifestyle. So the high honors, you see how this card looks like, and I'm looking at this Emperor card here. Like, doesn't it look very familiar, very similar? It does make me feel like they're proud. They're quite proud, and they want the best in life. And the long way, like, I feel like even they might have a strategy of war. Honestly, look at this. See this? He is also looking at in the far beyond, and also a long way here. Literally, it's the same type of man. Look at that. Like they're both holding this stick and like going on a journey, looking somewhere far in the journey. So they have a plan, they have a strategy. They have really, really long, far-fetching ambitions. As for the weaknesses, I would say maybe they should be a little bit more open to some opportunities around them. But we'll have a look actually about their career in a second. But anyways, I do feel like they're quite... Now, we have a really old figure here, so they could be that they could be older than you a little bit because we have a lot of beard here. Like I'm looking at this, like a lot of beard and a lot of men in age. So it could be that they're older than you. At the very least, they have an old soul, that's for sure. They feel like they bring some wisdom about them and there's reassurance and proud energy. But yeah, I do feel like they might be older than you, or when you meet them, they might be in a mature age already. Okay, let's go to the career. I want to have a look what they do for the career because we have already seen how they perceive it, but let's have a look what else can we see here. So we're going to shuffle the Sacred Oracle deck, Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. Their career, what are they doing for the career? This one. Abundance. Okay, yes, they will not settle for less. They will earn good. So apparently at some point when they will have this unemployment or this like rejection of other in trivial between jobs, they're aiming for success. They're definitely aiming for success. And look at the back and the front of the deck. We have the patience and the fulfillment. So they understand that they have a long way. They understand that they have to wait. Or that's not the wait, but they understand that this requires time, but they're so determined and they will make this happen. So I do feel like this particular person has a great potential to earn a lot of money, if that's the thing that you're interested in. And yeah, they can be quite abundant. I do feel like it. In terms of what the job is, it could be something, I feel like it's self-employed of a sort, but more like having their own company, organizing their own business. Let's see maybe what we can see. From which pile would I take? Oh, it's like a playground here. If you looked at it, like there's piles everywhere. And I'm trying to see which to use. Let me take you one of, or the Wisdom Oracle. Let me take you one of these. About their job. What did they do for a living? Healer of Ages. Doesn't mean that they're a healer, but more like... I feel like that this business, like they're independent. Because whenever this card comes up, it always makes me feel like a lot of areas of your life kind of improve, but also it depends on you. Like I kind of like... just all of a sudden, it makes me feel basically this card a lot of responsibility. So this job requires a lot of responsibility. There could be that they're also considering the personality. I don't think there are somebody who would work for somebody else. They want to be a leader. So I do feel like they're owning probably a business or company or some sort of their own entrepreneurship idea. So they are, if they not yet, they will in the future or when you meet them, but they will have their own some sort of idea because they really want to do their own thing. I feel like there's somebody really proud, and with this fixed kind of idea of what they want their future to be like, I do feel like they're not that easy to like get shifted by opinions and people around them. They're just very steady in what they want and go for. Let's see one more about career. Maybe we can see something here about specific field of their career. Although I'm not really feeling that I'm going to pull a really good card here. Serendipity. Yeah, definitely this career of them has a really good potential for success. Absolutely. Also, we have the flexibility in the back. So I do feel like it's something like that has to do with them. And it will take a little bit of time for them to establish it, but they know exactly what they want. And they will, with the abundance, the healer of ages, and the serendipity. I'm so bad at pronouncing this. It's just, it feels like this is going to be a very good, abundant career. One last for the career. I'm not sure why I'm so hooked up on this, because I feel like their personality is so integrated into their career. But let's see. Okay. Military person. That's peculiar. Let's get you another one. Military person. Now the military person, you could feel how the presence is like this. Receiving a gift. Receiving a gift. Okay. Not what I was aiming for. I think I didn't even focus properly on this one. But the military person, it kind of makes me feel like how their personality feels like, to be fair. Not in a negative way. I just feel like they're really proud and really strong person. On the outside, though, I do feel like they might look not that, like they have proper balance, basically. Receiving a gift, they might be quite generous, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, they might be quite generous. Once they actually get their income and stuff, they are quite generous. What also makes me think, when I'm looking at this card, is that they might have a lot of eyes on them. Now, what I'm trying to say with this is that once they start like receiving the gift, the first idea that I got from here is like it succeeded, like their business succeeded. So it's like a gift received. So once they start succeeding, I do feel like a lot of eyes are going to be on them. So maybe a lot of jealous people, or in the very least, I feel like what they do is going to be noticed, and most likely they will be noticed as a person. So it feels like maybe there's going to be a company or something. So people will know them, people will notice their work, and they will notice them. So they'll be quite in the spotlight. But if whatever the business is, if it succeeds, it will be in the spotlight anyway. So the military person, yes, somebody very strong. I do feel like there is quite this like determination in there, you know. Okay, that's enough about the person. We couldn't get any more detail. We got really super detailed about this. Now let's have a look about your marriage. How is your married life going to be like? How is your married life going to be like? Oh, this one. Adjacent possibilities. This could potentially mean with all of those doors that you're going to be changing places. For the minority of you, it could be that you're actually married to a military person, like very minority, honestly, because also this includes a lot of travel, you know. But because we have here the home in the sky and the adjusted possibilities with so many doors here, it makes me think that you will be moving from one place to another quite a bit. At the very least, there will be some movement from one house to another, and maybe even one geographic area to another. It might have to do with their business, and they're getting better and better with their success as time goes by. Okay, let's get one more for your marriage, for your married life. A woman holding a heart, and then one more. Yes, well, you're going to be very well off with this person. I do feel like they have a really good potential. Like we have the abundance, the serendipity, which I can't even pronounce anymore. I mean this card, in case you can understand what I'm saying. Yes, they will be they have a very good chance to be abundant, I'll tell you that. So, yeah, and the woman holding a heart, I do feel like from both sides, you're going to be very loved. I do feel like you're going to be very loved, and they're going to be very loyal to you. Now, because they're so oriented towards career and their goals, and they had the goal to plan, they do want a family. I do feel like they obviously want, because you're going to marry this person. But I also feel like with this woman holding a heart, they're also going to be very loyal to you. So it's basically, I do feel like it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, but I do feel like this person is you, and you're holding their heart basically in your hand. So you can expect loyalty. You can expect at the very least that you're going to be the only person they will have as their wife, and in their eyes, basically, like the person they want to be. They want, how to put it? And the person who they want to be there when they come home. They want to be in their life. So basically, you are the chosen one. Let's quote like this. What a horrible way of putting it, but maybe you like it. Also, we have a lot of number fours, insane amount of number fours. 2 and 2, 4, 3 and 1, 4, 3 and 1, 4, 4, 4. So they aim for security. Definitely they aim for a good, prosperous life and security in their life. That's for sure. You might be traveling a lot. They will be very generous. They will be quite generous. I do feel like it. Once they, as I said before, at some point, once this business starts earning money and once they start getting to seeing the fruits of the tree that they planted, then they will show their generosity even before they might show generosity, but once they get even more abundance, once they get their career going, they will be very, very, very successful and very, also I feel like generous as well. Yes. And you will be like the only person they want to be in a marriage with in their life. At the very least, I do feel like there's some sort of loyalty here, you see. Like you're their woman, like there's even not a possessiveness, but some sort of kind of like attachment, loyalty, like, yeah, take it as it resonates. Wow, this reading got really long. I hope you're still there and didn't click through. We're gonna look at your romance angel oracle cards before we finish up. So, what is actually no? I'm also gonna look at your zodiac signs. We'll get there. Okay, what else can we see about this connection, this marriage with this person? Soulmate. Interesting. This is a soulmate. So it's a perfect fit then in that case. Then let's get, because it's just a little flipped out, let's see another card here. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of, but children. So this person definitely wants children. They want children and you will have children with this person. Whether you want this now or not, it might happen. Anyways, I do see that potentially you might have children, even some dogs, possibly. And yeah, like I do feel like this very classic, very abundant and nice family settlement here. It will, as I said before, require you maybe to move some places before, because as their career, I'm just looking at the emperor, so I automatically said his. But as their career gets better and better, I do feel like the new opportunities will require some sort of movement. Either way, just upgrade of house, or maybe business vitally, you will have to move from one place to another. Not a big change. I don't feel like huge changes, but there might be a change of homes. Yeah. Anyways, soulmate, children, what else? I think the soulmate is pretty straightforward. Let's get you some zodiac signs, if I can see some, and that would be kind of it. And thanks for staying so long with me so far. I know it's quite a long reading. There was a lot of things I wanted to do in this reading and see, so hopefully you were able. Why am I staying able to enjoy it? I haven't even finished. Okay, let's shuffle. So, pile number 4 is zodiac signs. What are the relevant zodiac signs in this particular case? Okay, Pisces. Although I do feel Aries energy a lot, but and Cancer. Okay. Also in the back of the deck on the front, we have your hard work is paying off and it's time to release negativity. Also with the Capricorn, that might be relevant. Sometimes I'm looking at the front and the back of the deck because they can kind of explain a little bit the situation. But okay, full moon, a personal issue reaches the resolution of full moon in Cancer. So this person might be a Cancer. This could be Sun, Moon, or Rising. Also, they could potentially have Pisces in one of those 3 areas as well. Or you could be a Pisces. Or you could have a Pisces, Moon, Sun, or Rising. Now, zodiac signs are not always resonatable. If it resonates and it clicks, that means that message is for you. If not, then feel free to ignore it. Again, sirens, do you hear that? Wow, today, like, this is the only reading that had so many sirens and noises going on. Anyways. Balance, practicality, and spirituality and personal. So I do feel like with this balance, as I said before, they will be a pretty balanced person. Like they will have like a combination of light, dark features and kind of like softness, but like still determination. But also I feel like it mainly refers to the fact that they will want this balance in their life. So they're very ambitious and they want this great career, but also this wonderful wife, husband, person next to them, and to build a family, have children. So they have like this, they want they want it all. I don't know. Let's put it like this. It might sound bad for some of you, it might sound good. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. It's not a bad thing though when I said that. Okay, that's all I can see for you, pile number 4s. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was resonatable. Hopefully you were able to enjoy it and stay throughout this very long time with me. Good job, you did it. But yeah, this is for today. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know like what you feel and think about this video. You can also give me suggestions about the videos that you would like to see in the future. I've got a couple of comments like this, and this is really nice. Like I'm definitely considering them, and I'm going to be making those videos in the future. So yeah, hope you have a wonderful day. That's for the day, and I'll be seeing you in my next readings. Bye!